Hello, Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, council members, and members of the public. This is Eric Hummel, Grants Coordinator with the Public Works Department. I'm here to present the staff report of the grant application resolution for the Inflation Reduction Act Urban and Community Forestry Grant Program. The recommendation is that the City Council adopt a resolution 1. Ratifying the submission of a grant application to the U.S. Department of Agriculture Forest Service for $333,502.50, including a one-to-one local match of the same amount in Inflation Reduction Act Urban and Community Forestry Grant Funds for the Oxnard Area ND Urban Forestry Project. 2. Ratifying the submission of a grant application to the U.S. Department of Agriculture Forest Service for $651,423 in Inflation Reduction Act Urban and Community Forestry Grant Funds for the Oxnard Area D Urban Forestry Project. 3. Authorizing the city manager or designee to execute the grant agreements if awarded. 4. Authorizing the finance director or designee to submit financial reports and grant claims and approves budget appropriations for the use of the grant funds. And 5. Authorizing the public works director or designee to submit non-financial reports. The grant program budget is approximately $1 billion. Eligible projects include those benefiting urban forestry planning, assessment, and management. Local match is required for applications that benefit areas not designated as disadvantaged. 2 grant applications were submitted, one for areas of Oxnard that are designated as disadvantaged, and one for areas of Oxnard that are not designated as disadvantaged. The Notice of Funding Opportunity, or NOFO, was released April 12, 2023. Staff reviewed the NOFO to determine applicability to the city's needs. Since matching funds were required for much of the city, before determining if an application was possible, staff needed to 1. Determine the number of trees in the areas of the city designated as disadvantaged and non-disadvantaged per the grant program's criteria. 2. Determine the amount of matching funds necessary based on these tree numbers. And 3. Confirm the ability to meet the match requirements. The Public Works Parks Division finalized this information in May of 2023, determining the feasibility to provide the required matching funds. At that time, the earliest available City Council meeting was July 18, 2023. The grant applications were due June 1, 2023, and were therefore submitted at that time. Getting onto a City Council agenda before the grant deadline was not possible due to the analysis of the data that was required before determining feasibility for staff to submit a grant application and to commit the required match, and the lead time required to get onto City Council agendas. The citywide project is split into 2 grant applications in order to minimize the amount of required matching funds. If awarded, the project will be managed as one project, with the financial and grant details being tracked separately between the disadvantaged and non-disadvantaged areas as necessary. The proposed project involves a tree inventory and risk assessment, the measuring of tree canopy cover in the city, and tree removals. The project is a critical first step to build long-term resiliency and health in the city's urban forest. No matching funds are required for the proposed Oxnard Area D Urban Forestry Project grant application. Matching funds are required for the Oxnard Area ND Urban Forestry Project grant application and will come from a portion of the funding plan for citywide grid tree pruning, with a reduced number of trees being pruned annually. Completing the tree inventory, assessment, and hazard tree removals is a priority over the regularly scheduled grid tree pruning. Recommended activities are consistent with the 2021 tree report. The grant application for the Oxnard Area D Urban Forestry Project was submitted, requesting $651,423 and requires no matching funds. The grant application for the Oxnard Area ND Urban Forestry Project was submitted, requesting $333,502.50 in grant funds, and will require a one-to-one match in the amount of $333,502.50 from the current tree grid pruning project, which is made up of general fund parks and special districts funds, yielding a $667,005 total project cost. This concludes my presentation. Thank you for your time, and staff are able to take any questions.